This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Dragons of Houston. And we are underway from Houston. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Hollywood Brown. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When you look at the Saints defense, they enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
11 yards there, first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
This is brought in by Casper. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Moore, the man in motion. Gibbs straight ahead, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a good...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jahmyr Gibbs drawing closer to Jerry Rice with career touchdown number 206. And the Dragons are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
When you look at this defense,
well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
they'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Pearman. Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold.
There he goes, left side.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Houston.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With career touchdown number 207, just 1 shy of Jerry Rice's all-time mark of 208.
and the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He lets it go deep for Olave. And this one is incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate any. And this will be caught at the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Let's go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 21-0 our score after 1. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Lutz with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Back to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. He'll look to throw.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's got Casper over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Shreds the tackle. And he's brought down.
106 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Gibbs, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running back.
Touchdown! Ron Moore, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Dragons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a while.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Across midfield. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Now back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles, and creating his own yard.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With career touchdown number 208, tying Jerry Rice for the most ever in NFL history.
And the Dragons are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He lets it go deep for Olave. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
And Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
Touchdown, Houston.
Jamison Williams.
Career touchdown number 136, tying in with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list.
And the Dragons have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Patterson now for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
More the motion man right.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Jamison Williams
with now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Dragons have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive will end the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
He may go.
A big play there on the catch and run. 84 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave
taking it in.
And the Saints are able to at least get one score back.
Lutz good on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA.
Now second and 9. Off the option, here's Gibbs.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with career touchdown number 209, breaking Jerry Rice's record.
And the Dragons are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Lutz with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
It's a gain of 34. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 2nd down and 6 now.
60 Bison.
The give, right side for Gibbs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Moore, the man in motion. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dragons continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
Shifts by at the 15, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Now they'll change things up.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
70 Timberwolves. 79 Broncos. Buffalo 18.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Dragon 60.
They're going to look to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yep.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try to run with Gibbs, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself...
And got his man complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Well, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other side.